What's going on, guys? It's your boy Carson here, back with a brand new video. And in today's exciting video, I'm trying out hybrid rinseless washing. Let's get into it. The detailing community always seems to amaze me with all of the new methods that they come up with all the time. It seems like they're always innovating with new wash techniques and wash methods. Now, the hybrid wash, you take the best of both worlds. You use your pressure washer on some of it, and then you finish it out with the rinseless wash. Now again, I've never tried the hybrid rinseless wash, so I'm really excited to try this, especially on my personal vehicle today, and give it a shot. See if I want to adopt it into my detailing process, or if it's something that maybe I'll save for a later date. So without further ado, let's talk about the products that we're gonna be using today. Now behind me are the chemicals that we are using for today's video. Now for the hybrid wash, it's more about the technique rather than the chemicals themselves, not like a standard foam wash. For our wheels and tires, we're going to be using our pressure washer and using our normal method of cleaning our wheels. That is with Armor Detail Supply Tire Cleaner and Armor Detail Supply Wheel Cleaner. Now this is not diluted, this is just ready to use, and this is diluted 2-to-1. Now once those wheels are nice and clean, we're gonna throw a bit of protection like we always do, and that's where a little bit of Starnagloss Glat comes in. This is a rinse aid that would just go ahead and spray on the surface and on the barrels, again, like we always do. And then this is a little bit of Armor Detail Supply Clean. This is their APC that I will spray on some of the heavy soiled areas and in the fender wells. And finally, to round out using the pressure washer, I'm gonna go ahead and foam the vehicle one time with G-Technic Citrus Foam. Now this is a decontamination foam that we are gonna dilute about 10-to-1 or so in our foam cannon. I'm gonna foam that on there, let it dwell, and then rinse off. Now this is where we change it up a bit. We're gonna be using rinseless wash. That's where the hybrid wash comes into play. Now for today's rinseless wash, we're gonna be using Kosh Chemie Rapid Rinseless Wash. I'm gonna use that as a 256-to-1 dilution, as it's a normal rinseless wash dilution. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it in our bucket, utilizing a wash media of the Rag Company USS. That's an ultra safe sponge. And that's what we'll be using for the wash media for the vehicle today. That is the products that we're gonna be using for this hybrid rinseless wash. I'm really excited to try this out because again, I've never tried this before. I'm really interested is to see if this is going to save me any time or maybe just add some time on there. So without further ado, let's check out the car. Alrighty, and here is the vehicle. This is none other than my daily driver, my 2010 BMW E90. Now this does have quite a bit of rain marks, some dirtiness here on the front clip, as you can see. You can see me here in the reflection. But again, this is my daily driver. You can see that the windshield wiper from those cold and foggy mornings, as well as down on the lower sections, as well as down on the lowers here, you can see there's quite a bit of nasty, dirty rain and nastiness. But it looks like fortunately spring is upon us here in Idaho, and so hopefully we won't have to deal with all this nasty rain. We still will have the rain, but it won't be super nasty. So we're gonna go ahead and fill up our rinseless bucket here. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it with DI water just to make sure. This again is probably overkill, but I wanna make sure. Switches here, everything is set to DI water, and I'll just go ahead and fill it down here. I went ahead and filled my wheel bucket up already to get that going. Did throw a little bit of soap in there, as I always do. Quick side note, I did switch to the Detail Factory clean screens down at the bottom rather than the grit guards. Personally, I like those a lot better, so definitely pick some of those up if you haven't already. We got our citrus foam here, got a 10-to-1 that we want to go ahead and dilute it to. So I'm going to go ahead and dilute that accordingly. It's a little bit above 100, that's okay. A little extra cleaning power never hurt nobody. While we're at the bench here, let's go ahead and dilute our Rapid Rinseless Wash. Now, Rapid Rinseless Wash just brings back so many memories for me. This was one of the first rinseless washes that I grabbed. I know a lot of people first pick up like O&R or a bunch of different ones, but this was one of my first rinseless washes, and so the smell of it is just amazing. But let's go ahead and dilute this. So 1/2 ounce per gallon. This is roughly 5 gallons that we have in the bucket. So simple math on that is going to be about 2.5 ounces. Just pour that in here. It's a little bit above, but again, totally fine. It's not gonna hurt anything. Alrighty guys, welcome to the wheels and tires here. I'm gonna hit those like we normally do. Looks like we got a little spider friend joining us today, but unfortunately he is going to be rinsed off. So goodbye spider friend, goodbye dirt. All right, pre-rinse is all finished here. Let's go ahead and get some of our chemicals working. We're gonna go ahead and take our wheel cleaner here, spray down our wheel faces, wheel barrels, our brake caliper, give it a nice coat. Follow that by our tire cleaner. Let that work. It's gonna remove any of the old tire dressings. And then we're gonna take our all-purpose cleaner or our clean. This is 7-to-1 dilution. And spray in the fender wells. Now I'm gonna do a little bit more of a thorough wash on these wheels as they're gonna be coming off this week. I'm switching them over to my summer tires here. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the tires. A couple of sprays here on a Detail Factory tire brush. And we're gonna agitate this guy pretty good. All right, those are all finished. Now I'm gonna go ahead and hit the wheel faces first. Got the Rat Company wheel mitt. I'm gonna spray it a couple times with the wheel cleaner just to get it a little extra sudsy. Now this is why I really like the Brake Buster foam or a foam on top, because if you're spraying it constantly, that wheel cleaner is expensive compared to, you know, a gallon of Brake Buster. You technically can dilute it. I don't, but you can. And it's definitely a lot cheaper going that way. Now we're gonna grab our Easy Detail barrel brush, kind of get into the nooks and crannies of the barrels. I wore the wrong shirt for this today. And finally, we've got our Detail Factory synthetic tri-grip brush just to get the lug nuts, the emblem, and finally the brake caliper. Let's go ahead and rinse. Those are looking pretty dang good, nice and clean, good to go. Not really any missed spots. Wheel is looking good, fenders are looking good as well. Now we're gonna take our Glatt, this is our rinse aid, and kind of soak this down. Get it in the barrels and the wheel face. Kind of a nice heavy layer of it. And I'm gonna let that sit there for just a few minutes. I'm gonna move on to the next wheel, kind of get the next wheel started, and then I'll go ahead and rinse this guy. Alrighty, sweet, it's been about 5 or so minutes here. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse the wheel off. It's got quite a bit of hydrophobic properties to get it through the next wash and to definitely help it, you know, for the drying process here. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the wheels, and I will see you guys when we're ready to foam. All right, wheels and tires are all cleaned up, good to go. Now we're here at the foaming stage. Now let's go ahead and fill up our foam cannon with a little bit of water. Bucket of rinseless, or water of rinseless. Fill up our foam can, and we'll call that good. Give it a nice little shake. That's about good. All right, here we go. Citrus Foam by G-Technic. Okay. as you see, some glamorous B-roll of the soap doing its job. I did not pre-rinse, and that was for a purpose. You don't want to pre-rinse because you're just going to be rinsing all the stuff off anyways. Now, here comes the rinse part, and boom, here it is. So let's go ahead and rinse the car. Alrighty guys, we are done with the foam, and a lot of the lowers is still pretty dirty. It took a majority of the dirt and debris out, but car is still wet. We are unfortunately in direct sunlight, so I gotta kind of work quick. But we've got our rinseless wash here. We've got about 2.5 ounces in our Pro Blend measuring cup, and then of course our bucket with our USS by the Rag Company. Now we're gonna go ahead and do a rinseless wash. So let's go ahead and pour this in. Sweet. Just kind of rinse this guy out here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and swirl this guy around. They're good and ready to rinseless wash. Now, we are gonna go ahead and rinseless wash the entire vehicle. Kind of probably go half, just because we are in direct sunlight. But let's go ahead and start rinseless washing. I would say it's not necessary to, pre-spray it, but you can if you want to be extra cautious. But I don't think it's going to be necessary for sure. I don't know. Never done a hybrid wash, so let me know is that something that you do in a hybrid wash? Let me know. Alright, so this is doing quite a bit of work here. That was probably a lot more liquid than it should be, but oh well. Let's move back over here, down to the back here. Now I will say, is this faster? Maybe. I am working a little bit faster than normal, honestly, just because I'm in direct sunlight. Would I say that this method is faster as of right now? Not really. I mean, it'd be the same method of us foaming it. Right, and finally the rear quarter here. Let's grab the roof, and then we will dry the car off. Drying towel I've got here is the M22 by the Rag Company. This is the pink colorway. Extremely overkill for this job, but oh well. Normally, I would blow dry this, and then hit it with a towel. I probably could blow dry this, but I'm playing by the rules here. I guess it's the rules that I set, but oh well. This fender. Alrighty, we're finished up, of course, with the hybrid wash. Now, it was a great change of pace, but let's talk about a few closing thoughts. So quickly going over the process again, we did our normal wheels and tires like we do normally. We went ahead and scrubbed those guys down, utilized our normal chemicals, and went to town like we do on a normal foam wash. That was great, of course, and nothing different there. Went ahead and foamed the car down with a little bit of citrus foam by G-Technic, and that did majority of our cleaning work. The only thing that we changed is we added a rinseless wash, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, does that change any of the work? Does that make it a little bit faster? No. Now, I definitely see the appeal of doing the hybrid wash for sure. Instead of foaming the car down, contact, rinse, and then moving on, you're gonna go ahead and just use rinseless wash and then dry it and you're good to go. Eliminating that rinse step and then foaming it on with a foam cannon. Now in turn, does that save some time? Yeah, definitely. At the end of the day, I think you are getting a pretty good thorough clean. It's just all going to depend on you, the user. I could see this really being beneficial for the middle of winter time, or for the car enthusiast that really wants to keep good care of their car, but only has access to like the pay and spray. You can go ahead and foam it on with maybe something that they have at the pay and spray, and then use rinseless wash to make sure that you're washing scratch free. After I was all done with the car, I went ahead and dumped my rinseless bucket. But before I did that, I went ahead and grabbed a sample to show you guys just the power of rinseless. Now it's a super good product, and it's super trustworthy. And you can see here, it's really nasty, and definitely a lot more cloudy than it was before. You can see with the B-roll on the screen here that it was definitely really nasty in that bucket. My final thoughts are hybrid washes do have a place, and I think I will start adopting them into my personal regimen. I don't think, again, I'm gonna use them every single time I wash, but I think I'll start slowly adopting them. But that is it for me here today. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to press the like button down below. If you have any questions or comments about the video, make sure to drop them in the comment section. If you're interested in any of the products that we talked about today, you can check them out with the links down below. You do help the channel if you do shop through those links, and they help make videos like this. But if you guys, again, enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for weekly content, and we'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.